Hey y'all, hey, let's get into this intuitive reading, this intuitive message, this tarot card reading for Corey and Carmen. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Sometimes the tea is hot and sometimes it's not. You have to watch the video to the end to determine for yourself. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're always here, welcome back, friends. Spirit is acknowledging at the heart of it, there is denial, artificiality, cover-up, trickery, superficiality, frivolity, foolishness, and asking for the collective to take a closer look when it comes to these two energies. Now, this could be energy that they're both shooting at each other, or this could just be, you know, energy of everybody opening their eyes to this situation. And it definitely feels layered. Spirit is also acknowledging that someone is lazing around like a bump on a log, loafing, inertia, false start, no response, and disinterest. But Spirit is also acknowledging like this energy is a lie, because subconsciously they're laying around, they're, you know, thinking about their worries and their sorrows. Love me not. I think, what is the thing when you pull the petals? Does he love me? Does he love me not? Kind of energy. And that's not saying that this is Carmen's energy. It's just the thing that is visually coming into my mind as I'm speaking of it. But Spirit is also acknowledging that someone's acting like they just came off the turnip truck, like they don't know why this went south, how this went wrong. They are in denial and gullible about the situation at hand. Okay, the totality of this situation was just fell off a turnip truck, very naive and oblivious, inexperienced gullibility, but you know something. And Spirit is also acknowledging, if you want to continue to, you know, be a part of this horse and pony show, this act, that you're going to have to do better. You're going to have to come better than this. This is what Spirit is saying, and so it is what it is. Spirit said there's something else in the middle of the deck. All right, and so Spirit is acknowledging there is the pot calling the kettle black. There is argument, there is spite, there is revenge. Okay, and this is communicated upon. There's hypocrisy, projection, similarity, blame. Introspection is needed. Hindsight is 2020. Spirit is also acknowledging, because of all the bickering and the chaos and the arguing, that there is someone trying to throw three shoes to the wind. At the heart of it, they want peace. There is a lot of communication. They're playing music and they're drinking a beverage of choice, but this is all to escape what's happening in their reality. They need to get grounded, but then there is a divination practice here with someone either praying and or manifesting the situation to work in their favor. There is energy here of ancestry, and I always say ancestors are with us everywhere, all the time, and so they are present. So Spirit said they're blowing off steam. Rebellion, merriment, overindulging, and trying to escape. But this is the path that you've chosen, and it is a windy path. So enjoy the ride, buckle up. This is the university of the universe, and this has to do with the relationship. Lots of solar plexus energy in the background with all this yellow, letting me know that there was a fire in their belly to either choose this path or choose a person, or, you know, choose this outcome. It does have to do with passion. It does have to do with matters of the heart. And there is water sign here, letting me know that this could involve a water sign and or could just be emotional. But this is my PTS and anxiety card, PTSD, anxiety card, stress card, needing to take a deep breath around this choice, around this life, okay, around everything that's happening in your environment, focusing on inner calm, well-being, patience, deep breathing, compassion, and the ideal, because at the end of the day, you're practicing, you're doing something. This is the second time that it has referred to some form of magic, some form of manifestation and or intentions. And so there's everyday magic here, wanting to catch lightning bugs, wanting your simple pleasure, simple wish to come to you, to be tangible in your hands. And so this is what happens when you have a secret wish and a secret pleasure. I mean, not a secret desire. I keep saying secret pleasure, excuse me. But also, you know, if there is a love spell that was cast, because this energy is coming up. Again, this reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. This is typically what happens when you try to love bomb someone. If it's not a part of their righteous path, they can't stay. They won't stay. You know what I'm saying? They be like, you know, because a part of their righteous path is to go a different route. Thank you, Spirit, to be on a different adventure. And so if you're holding them and harnessing their time, it's only going to create a storm, because they're not supposed to be with you. And that's just that. Okay, thank you. Carmen and Corey, current energy. One of them is into it. One of them is into lighting candles, candle magic, intentions, etc. It just keeps saying it. And one is invested and one is trying something new. When it comes to this form of manifesting or putting your intentions out, brouhaha, you call it what you want to call it. But we do have coming to life in reverse with 29. In reverse, 29 is significant. The coming of life card is a gentle reminder to get out of your own way, to let go and let spirit lead. New life is unstable unstable in the beginning and needs gentle care. Farmers don't go into their fields and pull up the shoots of plants to see how they're doing. They know that everything has its own cycle of growth. Let nature take its course. Find other things to focus on right now. Simplicity and small steps are the order of the day. When the time is right, you will see the miracle. So yeah, pull back, because it seems like somebody is so invested in having the outcome that they want that it's not even about you. It's not even about you. You know, when you interrupt the universe and the ordained order that it has over someone's life, you don't just disrupt them. You disrupt everything that they were supposed to have and receive in their or on their path. Doesn't mean that they won't have it and or receive it, but you create obstacles for them getting there. You create a disturbance, you create a distraction, and it makes it harder for them to have what is rightfully theirs. Now, why would you want to carry on that karma and that energy? Move. Get out the way. Get out the way. Carmen and Corey. Thank you, Spirit. All right, someone is having a victim mentality moment where they are feeling very hurt and betrayed, you know, talking about their emotions, being very sensitive and honoring their emotions with sadness. Spirit is also acknowledging subconsciously this is because somebody was releasing their toxic relationship. Thank you, Spirit. And they had revelations and they had to bring this over to an end. And that means I do everything. They were like, I do everything. I do everything. And there's also give me space in reverse. Somebody was just way too needy, making one way and feeling very suffocated by this relationship. Spirit said there's something else in the middle of the deck. Spirit also said that someone is coping by replacement. Jealousy in this relationship isn't serious, but they're coping by replacement. So they might have a little boo on the side just to get through this challenging time. Okay, Corey and Carmen. So it's the third time that we talk about magic, intentions, manifesting, brouhaha. So there is someone who has a special recipe, and they could have been doing this so that they could stay together and get married, or they could be doing it now so that they will come back together. Like I said, somebody is into it and they're not playing. Like this is just a part of their culture, it's a part of their life. Thank you, Spirit. And somebody else is into it and they have no idea what they're doing. They just playing along and they like, oh, will this work? Would this work? Would this work? And it very well could. But like I said, you're creating a line of friction. It's like you have a straight line and then you create a wave, and then that wave kind of ripples. Yeah, that ripple gonna get you. That ripple gonna get you. On the bottom of the deck, they're doing this because someone has love like fire. So somebody is hugging and kissing up on someone else. And so they're trying to keep this attachment. They're trying to keep this bond. But it's not only is it a trauma bond, you guys are karmic lovers. When I say you guys, I'm speaking in reference to Carmen and Corey as star-crossed lovers. And so it's just not meant to be. But yeah, we have this energy that someone is manifesting, putting together some kind of spell or ritual to bring them back together subconsciously because they don't want them kissing and hugging up on someone else. Okay. But this person also needs to mind their business. And it does feel like Corey. It feels like this is an energy that Corey is emitting, that he's trying to play with something to keep them together because he don't want her kissing and hugging up on somebody else. But you yourself, sir, are a jack of all trades. You got a woman on this end and a woman on that one. So how you gonna be mad that the next one don't? You know what I'm saying? Wanna find somewhere else to lay their head when it feels like energetically you've been doing it too. Spirit has said no longer waiting, and she has feelings for two. Like, okay, Carmen, you got a boo out there. Spirit is acknowledging that they were meant to happen, but there's this energy of them being blocked, one blocking the other, one blocking them like, look, I don't want you no more. I don't want nothing from you. I don't want that. That's not what I'm here for. Let's just talk about, the particulars. It's not a romance on one person's end now. They're like, nah, I'm good. Okay, so Carmen and Corey. Let's see. Spirit is acknowledging that someone is studying now with the Page of Coins, trying to get grounded, trying to gain a lot of information around this situation. Okay, it could be around finances too, but it's also around getting grounded when it comes to these two. And they're trying to get information, again, knowledge to bring these two back together with the Two of Cups. So someone is really, really trying, extending the olive branch with the Three of Wands. Someone is subconsciously, they're like, look, I'm free to go. I'm picking which way I want to go. And I might want to go across the water. I might want to go to a different country, a different continent. They feel very free and they feel very open. Okay. And this is in the area of Wands. So that we're talking about business and pleasure. Okay. And in the middle of the deck, on the bottom of the deck, in the middle of the deck, we do got the Four of Swords in reverse. And so because someone keeps trying and trying and trying to get knowledge to bring them back together, someone else does not feel restful. They feel very restless. There's a lot of negative self-talk because why aren't you coming back as quickly as you left before we would be back together? And so they're very exhausted, and they're also using this moment to avoid self-reflection. How did you get here is really what you should be thinking about, and focusing on yourself, self-growth. Okay, how does Carmen feel about Corey? Check out the other readings that I have on them. It's been a while. It's been a minute. She feels like he's moving very fast with the Eight of Wands. He feels like he has some good luck. I do see the stars. This person does look very excited and very energetic. She's also acknowledging, like, when he manifests things, they do happen quickly in regards to business and pleasure. She just is like, that's who he is. He's a go-getter. He strives for success. And it was subconsciously, she's also acknowledging that he's not able to see that this is over because we have the Death card in reverse. He's not willing to acknowledge like it's over. He's trying to breathe life into a dead carcass. Like it's no longer sustaining life. It's over. It's the kind of energy that's coming through, and she just feels like he can keep fighting, keep putting his manifestations out there to bring something back, and he's clinging to the past and refusing to change, and that's not what she wants right now. Okay, but that's how she sees him. We also get the Knight of Cups. She doesn't see him as a Prince Charming. She doesn't see him as that, but she is acknowledging with the cup sign here that he's very emotional. And or it could be a water sign with the King of Wands in reverse. She's acknowledging too, like, the passion is dwindling. This fire is fizzling out. And this is in the area of business, but also in the area of passion. He's not coming up very strong and manly in her book. She's seeing him as very weak and emotional. How does Corey see Carmen? Okay, he sees her as the Queen of Wands in the area of passion, also fizzling out. Feels like she doesn't know what she's doing with her business and or in the area of romance. He just feels like she is just wasting time and struggling and dealing with a lot of creative blocks with the Seven of Coins. Nothing is manifesting. Nothing is working out. Her money is running out. He feels like she's breaking at the foundation. There's not going to be a plentiful harvest to collect, okay, at the end of this. And then with the King of Wands, he is acknowledging, like, yes, I'm not coming forth as, you know, this great king, very full of passion, full of energy in the area of business and romance. But it feels like he's saying, like, she made him that way. Like, he's not completely taking responsibility. He feels like she's the reason why. She's the reason why I'm coming up as the King of Wands in reverse. And my fire is dwindling, and I have no passion, and I'm coming up, you know, very emotional. She's the reason why. And it's layered because he feels like that's her energy too, that she's not passionate. And he also feels like the people that she picked to be in her life now could be in addition, like a lover of some sort. Yeah, he feels like he's not passionate either. Like, you picked him over me, but he ain't even got it. Moving forward, what's next for them? The Fool, someone starting over again. It's going to be moving very quickly. Just being able to say, you know what, new path right now. I might look stupid. I might be a fool, but I'm ready to start over. I'm ready to do a new journey. With the Two of Swords, there's still some indecision here. There's still some inability to kind of see the forest through the trees. There is still subconsciously someone blocking the other from really, really, really moving on. And so that is unfortunate. And this is due to manipulation and blocked intuition, okay? So they can't see. And there's a lot of negative self-talk. And there's also, in the middle of the deck, Judgment in reverse. Someone is unable to take self-reflection and see themselves and acknowledge, like, this is how you got here. With the Judgment in reverse, not even able to hear the messages and the synchronicities from the universe. And Spirit said this leaves them feeling very beat up. But this is all mental with the Nine of Swords. And they might be suffering from headaches, or they might be suffering from eye issues like eye pain. They might have ringing in the ears. They might have neck issues. But they're dealing with a very traumatic time. And this is moving forward because someone is not able to see themselves. It doesn't mean that the other person is doing it to them. This is because they themselves have refused to move on and let this die. Just like I said, the Death card in reverse for Corey, unable to change. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Now we sit back and let the universe do what the universe does.